3 minutes. Last game's good go.
Okay, so we were talking about confidence, and to steal Wayne's, we feel confidence is belief times evidence. So belief in yourself and all that you are about, and then evidence from training. So that's the what's the I can run X amount so fast, and I can shoot this many goals, and I can kick from here. Okay, so what the person believes in themselves and what they are, but then also evidence from training. And we think that there's clarity around that in their decision making. It's not directed from any other people, and they can assimilate a lot of information, but then also make that right decision. Okay. Number 2 was behaviours that a confident person would exhibit, and we think that they have really clear communication. They might be a little unpredictable, but that might be from a flair and innovation side of things rather than being unpredictable in their behaviours around it. They're always willing to adapt to new things. They're fulfilled in what they do, and they're quite calm and committed around their process and their sport.
Yeah, for me, that one is about, talking about football, about the confidence. If we overcoach, the players will be over-predictable, so that's why it's so important that they are unpredictable, that we overcoach, we don't overcoach them.
Cool. And then how we would coach it, we would try and set up scenarios to highlight the athlete's strength and show that they can achieve
1 minute.
around that, and then that would feed into a loop of being acknowledged either by their peers or the coach themselves, and that again either verbal or non-verbal, just thumbs up or after the practice. Would try and create an environment of positives, so always trying to focus on what they're achieving. Would focus on the process around the performance rather than the outcome a lot of the time. And we had would think about ratings of strengths and weaknesses. Do you want to maybe talk through that a little bit?
The main thing is to
30 seconds.
recognise that the interlink between mental toughness and commitment are all linked. So how do you recognise it? You recognise it by the mentally tough and the committed. So they're all interlinked.
Cool.
And body language.
Yep.
Okay.
Fine.
With your fingers, all coaches give them a rating out of 10 on their delivery, their presentation and the content. So 10 out of 10 is outstanding, 7's not too bad, 3 sucks. Right, off you go, show them. Not bad, you've got to be able to take critique as well as give it, yep. Excellent, okay, sit down. Pretty good, well done, not bad. Alright. I'll share with you a couple of my views.
I'm down on that one.
Alright. I'll throw in some stuff that I believe. I'm more interested in what you believe. My belief is this. Success comes in cans. I can, you can, we can, they can. Success comes in cans. Why would I say that? The magic word is can. It takes as much effort, time, energy, intelligence to say I can't as it does to say I can. On the road to Auckland tonight. This is me, Fat Wayne, Thin Wayne. We're about to have a big argument. We're going to get down the road there to Waikiki, whatever it is. Halfway along, Fat Wayne and Thin Wayne's going to have their little fight, which they do every time I do this drive. We're going to get there, we'll see the McDonald's is open. And Fat Wayne's going to say, oh, it's a bit late, mate. You've been up a long time, you're a long day towards the end of the tour, you're tired, you're hungry, and there's a nice hot burger. Well, not a nice burger, but there's a hot burger. Right in there, why don't you stop and have some McDonald's, says Fat Wayne. Skinny Wayne says, listen, Poggy. Tomorrow morning, you're up there with Sport Auckland, you're up there with Sport New Zealand, a bunch of others. You've got to get that suit on, and you barely got it on last week. The last thing you need is a burger about now. Can't be water polo because the horses have all drowned. Over here, Fat Wayne says, come on, mate. It's late at night. One of those chips would be fantastic. A couple of cheeseburgers. Just have that, you deserve it. Skinny Wayne says, listen, Fatso, you just don't need anything else to eat tonight. And we've all got the voices going on. And our athletes go to national championships up in Auckland, and we want them standing behind the blocks with the ball in their hand, on court going, I can, I can, I can, I can. And the voice comes in and says, no, you can't, this is national championships. And your voice is the strong voice, the can voice is saying, yes, I can, because why? Why are they saying I can, I can? Not just because Mum patted on the head and said I love you, and I'll give you $10 every time you do a best time. Why are they saying I can? Why?
They believe it.
Because they believe it, but more than what? Why would they believe it?
Because they've done it before.
Yes, now that's what we do. That's the evidence there. Into the can. As a coach, I am pouring experiences and training and information. So into my can goes weight training, power training, endurance training, skills training, simulators, qualifying events, lead-up competitions, minor events, school competitions, information about nutrition, sleep, recovery, Pilates. That's what we're putting in their can. So why? So when they're standing there and the voices start, this is national, I've never been this stand before, I don't think I can do that. And the voice goes, yes, you can. Because of the quality of the coaching experience that I get, and because of my commitment and my dedication. I don't miss training. I'm totally committed to excellence. I give everything I've got every day. And me and my coach work together to get me to this point. I can, I can, I can. That's why we coach them. And that's why being soft has to stop. You need to be hard. You've got to be hard. But I'm going to teach you what hardness looks like. There's a big difference between being a hard coach and this coach. This coach we don't want. We don't want that coach. If you haven't figured it out, we'll explain it to you later on. That coach doesn't exist. Volume does not make you a better coach. My daughter with her room, Zenny, clean up. Zenny, clean up! Zenny, clean up! Makes no difference. Volume is not performance coaching. Performance coaching is, athlete comes in, I do a bit of swimming coaching, they come in and I say, Emily, we'll do that one again. Oh, I don't want to do it again, that's not fair, why do I have to do it? And nationals come out in 6 weeks, you know what it's going to take, we've been through this, that's not going to be good enough to get us where we want to go. That's not fair, I'm always back late doing my work. I understand how you feel, completely understand how you feel. But that's not where we need to be right now, and you know that, and I know that, and we're going to do it again. Oh, I hate swimming, I understand that, I understand completely. I know how it feels, but we're going to do it again because it's important for where we're going and for what you want to achieve. That's being a hard coach. And that, doing that consistently, inspires them with the knowledge, guys. Confidence is knowing. You don't want them having doubts. Doubt is the opposite. Confidence is knowing. If they know with certainty that their training is uncompromised, that there's no soft options, there's no, oh, you don't have to do it. It's late, and look, I know you're tired. You don't have to do this one. It doesn't really matter. We'll make it up later in the week. You're not helping them. You really, if an athlete has said, I'm going to do netball because I just love hanging out with the girls and it's a lot of fun, well, you can let them off. And it's quite easy to say, you don't have to finish. I know we said 10, but 7's enough. If they're confident and they're quite happy being the best netballer in this region, in this town, and their ambition ends here, if this is their end point, don't worry about it. Don't push them to their limits. Don't make incredibly excessive, difficult demands. Don't be hard. Just allow them to learn to love that wonderful game, spend time with their friends and enjoying being part of the netball community in this town. But if they've said to you, I want to be a Fern, I want to play to the highest level, you are obligated to give them an uncompromising commitment to excellence and not back down. But it doesn't need to, and this is one of the big areas in performance coaching that people get wrong. They think you've got to be ruthless and you've got to attack people and attack. No, it's about setting a standard and being unprepared to compromise on the standards that you've set because you believe they're essential for the athlete to realise their potential. That's what hard is. Not volume, not abuse, not yelling, not screaming, not stupidity. Oh, if you fail that, we'll do 1,000 of them. It's just saying the standard is here. You and I have agreed that that is the standard because that's where you want to be. And I will not compromise to make sure that you realise your goals and you get where you and I agreed we want to go. That's what being a hard coach is about. I've met a lot of these who think they're tough, don't make it. I've never met a world-class high-performance coach who isn't that. Just think of the great coaches you know. Does any of them come with the description, soft, sweet, loving, kind, compassionate, a real honey, loving, peaceful? No. You'll think of them and you'll say, oh, best coach I've ever known, God, intelligent, hard-working, gee, they were tough, they never gave in. Gee, Graham Henry, oh, tough guy. Oh. You know, rattle off the coaches you've known. It's rare, I can't think of anyone I've known that's been brilliant and has been prepared to compromise and let players do whatever they feel like. This is the world you are now in. If you're in this room and this program, you have made a commitment to be a hard coach, which is different to being that one. That has no place in this room. This one destroys people in sport. This one delivers outstanding results by being unwilling to compromise on standards. Big difference. And that's what confidence is for me. All right, commitment group. Let's get revved up and let's go crazy. Let's go. Let's give a committed presentation.
Come on, gang. How are we going to do it?
You guys, you've got about 20 minutes. Let's give it everything. Let's lift this group, coach them through commitment.